welcome to my channel. So this is week 32 of my 52 weeks challenge, and I thought I would just stop at this point. It's not quite the middle, I'm just a bit away from halfway point, which is amazing. And I thought, you know what, I've been doing this for 32 weeks now. It's time to just come in here, take stock of what has happened in the last couple of weeks since I decided to come back on YouTube. So if you don't know, I've actually tried a YouTube channel several times. I have a video which I'll link up above where I've talked about my several attempts to be on YouTube. But this time around, I'm much older, much experienced as an artist, and feel I do have value to share now in terms of my photography journey, my writing journey, all of that creative journey in growing my business, entrepreneurship, and everything else in between. So I thought, I do have something to offer now, which is why I decided to finally come on YouTube. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing how YouTube, being on this journey has changed my life, has helped me immensely. And hopefully you're able to take a thing or two from my experiences. So I'll start off by saying that I learned that what I know about myself is true. And I think it's so good as humans to be constantly trying to learn more about ourselves, because that goes on to, help us in making decisions, in pursuing goals, and just living the life of our dreams. So I pretty much knew that the type of person that I am, I will do well with a challenge. If I just told myself, oh, just start YouTube and be consistent, I didn't know how that would go. I knew there would be days, there would be weeks where I just was tired, or things were busy, or one thing or the other, and I probably wouldn't post, and that could easily then go on to 2 weeks to 3 weeks, and before you know, I'm not consistent. And this is why I call this my 52 weeks challenge, because I said, you know what, I'm going to give myself a year, be consistent every week without fail, post a video. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how you grow from this process. And I've learned that knowledge I know about myself is true, because a couple last month when it came to filming, there was the day I was supposed to film, I just did not feel up to it. I was feeling so low, and this is because I was tired. I'm juggling running a business as well as juggling running my exhibition, which I was preparing for. There was just a lot going, and then to add onto that, doing YouTube, it was a lot, and I felt as well I hadn't been getting, as much of a response. Let's be honest, as human beings, we do love to be encouraged with feedback or rewards, and because, just starting out, not lots of people are watching your videos. I was like, oh, is it worth it? And putting all this effort in, no one's really watching. Well, people are watching it, but when you say no one, is because, thousands and thousands of people are not watching it, which is what we all sort of eventually want being on here, to be really honest. Like, no one wants to create a video for weeks and weeks and just have 1 or 2 views. But having this challenge, I think the point I'm trying to make is having this challenge where I've told myself, no matter what, for this next 52 weeks, just put your head down, just create the content, just give value, and let's see how that goes. That really helped me, because the way I am wired, I sort of don't balk at challenges. I'm a finisher. So when I start something, I want to finish. Even this today, right now, I'm filming midday. Usually I'm supposed to film in the morning, but I've just taken my time in dragging my feet, because I think I'm at that middle ground where I'm beginning to lose a bit of steam, but I need to rev myself back up. So I would say I'm really happy this journey has sort of confirmed what I know about myself. If I want to start something and finish strong, I need to pose it as a challenge to myself to keep me going, because I know I never want to ever disappoint myself. So I'll make sure I do it. If I didn't start this YouTube journey as a challenge and just said, oh, just be consistent, no one cares, I probably would have not filmed today. And that's the honest truth. So yeah, doing YouTube is helping me confirm this about myself. So the second thing YouTube has enabled me to realize is that patience in action is more difficult than in theory. So in theory, you say, oh yeah, I know I'll have to be patient. It's going to take a while to get the channel growing. It's going to take a while for people to find me and, for people to know what I'm doing, my own little corner here on the internet. But in action, when you're actually going through it, it's much more difficult. Like I said, this is week 32, and I've not just created 32 videos, I've created more than, because I also do book reviews. And so there's been some weeks where I've posted 2 videos and I've posted shorts as well. So all in all, I have maybe close to 50 videos I've created right now. And to do all of that and be like, oh, when does it get better? When do people start watching me? I feel like, I'm prepping, I'm giving all this information about growing a channel. Well, I have to remind myself, everything takes time. I'm being patient. And I will have to be patient. So I'm a patient person naturally. But I think this process as well is also telling me, I'm also reflecting on when I started my photography business, building the foundations layer by layer. It does take time. Rome wasn't built in a day. So I'm definitely sharpening that blade of patience right now. And so now the third way YouTube has definitely changed my life in the last 32 weeks is that it's enabled me to be a better speaker. So now, because like I've hinted in this video, and if you've watched my previous videos where I talked about my exhibition, Women on the Front Lines, I've been in the press in the last couple of weeks a lot. I've been on BBC Radio, I've been on several podcasts, I've been on London Live TV, and I've just been getting great feedback from both family and friends who have tuned in to listen, as well as the journalists and the interviewers as well, saying, oh, you're eloquent, oh, you speak well, you're going to make my editing really easy. And I'm like, oh, really? And I've realized, you know what? Naturally, I don't like public speaking. I'm very, very nervous about it. And there's a lot of and like and Um, now I'm saying but I've realized, doing this YouTube, just sitting down here in my living room, talking to you guys on the camera, it's sort of really been prepping me to just have conversation, to be free flow about it, to like get my thoughts out there easily. And so it's definitely helped me in that. I also had to give a speech during the opening night of my exhibition, and I was not nervous. That was very new for me because, like I said, I've never liked public speaking. I'm that person, in college and in university, when it comes to like presentations, I despise presentations. I just end up putting my thoughts on the board and reading out because I feel so nervous to be standing, in front of a classroom and talking about the project. But for my exhibition, I just wrote, my speech. That as well came very easily to me. I must say I'm a writer, so I think that writing part wasn't difficult. But the speaking part, talking to people and not like quivering and shaking on the inside and just, saying what I had to say without feeling so jittery. I think definitely being here speaking week in, week out has really helped me. So I'm so happy because I feel like these sort of places I want to go, the things I see myself doing in the future, I see a lot of public speaking in it, and I think this is definitely harnessing that skill for me. So I'm very, very grateful that this journey of being on YouTube is enabling me to do this. And so the fourth thing I've really learned from this journey of being on YouTube is I've been able to really put my writing skills in practice. So by, prepping for these videos, sort of scripting. I don't really script because I don't write what I say, but I do bullet points. So I have to do the research, think about what I want to say, like sort of plan it out and just put bullet pointers reminders so I know what I want to say. And then just filming and editing as well. It's definitely sharpening the skills I have, which I'm so happy about, so grateful about. Being on this journey is enabling me to do this. And I believe it's also enabling me to be able to, like, really disseminate information in a way where, people like yourself watching right now sort of can follow through what I'm saying. I've created lots of different educational videos. I'll link it up above in a playlist on how to grow your photography business. And I think, going through this process, I'm actually really finding out that I know a lot more than I thought I knew. And I think that's just the beauty of teaching as well. With teaching other people, you get to learn yourself, because I'm doing research on some things I probably have forgotten or don't recall a lot on. I'm prepping these videos, and it's just giving me skills that I probably would also even need in the future that I don't realize right now. And so I think, no matter how this channel goes, I think I'm just developing a lot within myself and my skills as a writer, as a content creator, as a creative person that would help me, in the future and for years to come. So now we're in week 32, and in the grand scheme of things, week 32 weeks of doing something is not like the biggest thing. You hear other OG YouTubers talking about how they were on YouTube for years and years and years, doing it consistently and not really, reaping any rewards or seeing much of this sort of growth everyone wants now, myself included. And so I don't know what will happen. I really can't tell. As of today, speaking to you, filming this video, I have just 264 followers, so I'm well below 500 followers even. And who knows what tomorrow will hold. But I'm really happy to be on this journey, really excited to see what comes. I have so many brilliant creative ideas incorporating both my love for literature as well as my love for photography. I have so many ideas I want to bring to life, and I think this journey of being on here will enable me to continue to sharpen the skills and hopefully build a network of other people I can work with. But I think 32 weeks, interesting. I'm really excited to see what happens by week 52. So we have 20 more weeks to go. Oh, help me, give me strength, because it's not easy. When you see people filming and stuff, even just vlogs where you think, oh, they just pick up the camera and show whatever they're doing. It's not easy. I've tried to vlog and I just forget, or I'm just like, oh, I don't have the energy. There's just a lot that comes into this. And I'm enjoying it. It's challenging, and I'm being very patient, knowing I'm building something new, and it will take time for my people to find me and for me to find my people. But you're watching this, so thanks for being here. And I would love to grow, of course. So if you're enjoyed or find what I've shared so far insightful, please hit the subscribe button. Please like this video. If you know any creatives or photographers, share it with them. Show them my playlist on growing a photography business into a six figures business, so we can all grow. But excited for what the future holds. I'll be back here again at week 52 to take stock on everything that's happened, and I hope to see you here as well. But for now, remember, you don't have to be a struggling artist. Bye.